Yeah, okay, so let's try easier BBC World News. News World. Orban era swept away by Peter Maguire's Hungary election landslide. Viktor Orban's 16-year-old rule is over, defeated by 45-year-old ex-party insider who convinced a majority of Hungarians to oust him. Katja Adler, jubilation in Budapest will be felt in Europe but leaves Moscow cold. European leaders share Hungarians' joy over ousting of Vladimir Putin's EU ally, writes the BBC's Europe editor. US blockade of Iran's ports set to start in hours as Pope says he won't be paid war with Trump. Pope says he has no fear of Trump after scathing criticism. The US president accuses Leo of being weak on crime and terrible on foreign policy. Britney Spears goes into rehab after driving under influence arrest. The singer voluntarily checks herself into a treatment facility 3 weeks before her court date. Ghanaian footballer killed after armed attackers opened fire at team bus. The team was returning from a match where they were attacked by masked men wielding guns, officials said. Ghana on verge of liberal majority government as votes cast in 3 by-elections. One more seat to solidify the Canadian Prime Minister's hold on power after several Conservatives defected. Nigeria Air Force orders investigation after dozens killed in airstrike. They reported more than 100 people were killed, although the authorities have not commented. Celebrities and fans pay tribute to Ashabo Bhosle. Aslan Bhosle died in Mumbai on Sunday after being admitted to the hospital following a heart attack. Star Mrs. UK will not join Trump's blockade of Iran sports. UK minesweepers and anti-drone capabilities will continue operating in the region as pressure ramps up to reopen key shipping route. Who is Peter Magyar, the former Orban ally heading for power in Hungary? Now or never, Peter Magyar told Hungarians in breathless campaign across the country that ultimately brought down the man he rebelled against 2 years before. 45-year-old former Fidesz party insider then shortened his message to now, crossing all towards or never, adding to the urgency. Magyar's slogan dates back to revolutionary poets' 19th century rallying cry to rise up for the homeland. According to his narrative, that is what the voters ultimately did to sweep Viktor Orban from office after 16 years in power in a landslide defeat. In his victory speech beside the River Danube in Budapest, the leader of the Tisza party told Hungarians, "We want to be a country that is no one's vassal, where achievements counts, and a country whose citizens can count on their government." Magyar, with a powerful support base in more than 2 years of touring the country, even in the small towns and villages where Fidesz traditionally dominates, and he crisscrossed Hungary in a marathon election campaign of up to 7 speeches a day. Yes, last year he walked 300 kilometers from Budapest to the Romanian border in a campaign to reunite the nation in a bid to bring natural Fidesz voters to his side. Magyar has promised to tackle corruption, improve the economy, and he has sought to woo Hungary's disadvantaged Roma community. He has also promised to unlock billions of euros in EU funds frozen largely because of the concerns over Hungary's rule of law. But Orban has depicted him both as a puppet of the EU and Ukraine, and while he has been wary of getting too close to Brussels, he now aims to repair relations that have become seriously impaired in recent months. His self-confidence stems from deep understanding of the rival he faces. Until February 2024, Magyar was very much part of the Fidesz family. He joined the party at university and married one of its rising stars, Judit Varga, with whom he had 3 children. Magyar stunned Hungarians with a live appearance in pro-opposition YouTube channel called Partisan. In a country of 9.6 million people, million watched as the solemn Peter Magyar explained why he had enough of his own party. Everyone warned me against it. Friends, family, people I know, he told President Marlon Coolers. Obviously, I've been in this system in this circle for a very long time. Hungary was in the midst of scandal in which President Katalin Novak had granted a pardon to a man who had helped cover up sexual abuse in a Hungarian state-run children's home. She resigned, so did Maguire's ex-wife. Varga had been justice minister and had co-signed the pardon. Two leading Finnish women were left to carry the can. Varga had been destined for big things in Fidesz, having had job as minister to spearhead Fidesz European election campaign. That career was over. Now she was no longer part of the Fidesz machine. Peter Maguire sensed this was his moment. I do not want to be part of the system in which the real people in charge hide behind women's skirts, he wrote in Facebook. Towards the end of this partisan interview, Maguire spoke of his hope for political change while realizing it would be very difficult while Orban was still in power. The current opposition was totally inept, he complained, so change would come from within. Change would have come from within. But one day there would be change, and when it did happen, it would be fast, he predicted. His YouTube appearance went viral. It was not a planned move, he told the BBC. My mother called me not to go, but I did the opposite. Everybody knew the situation in Hungary. It's not very safe to go against this government. Peter Mago's high-profile party marriage had fallen apart in 2023, but he was still an important figure in Fidesz, even if he was little known to the wider public. He was a natural fit for Orban's social conservatives. The son of two lawyers, his mother was senior judge. Peter Mago also counts as former Hungarian president as his godfather, and he was very interested in politics from an early age. Mago went to an elite Catholic boys' high school near the center of Budapest before studying law at a Catholic university in Budapest, while Orban was serving his first term as prime minister from 1998 to 2002. Mago joined the party after Orban's election defeat, and the woman he married, Judit Varga, was destined for Fidesz success, becoming justice minister in 2019, 9 years after Orban's return to office. Mago himself became a diplomat at Hungary's permanent mission in Brussels, later running Orban's team working with the European Parliament. He went to serve on the boards of state-owned companies. Okay, this is a very long article. I'm not going to read the whole thing. Very long article. Okay, maybe this was it. Political turmoil in Indian border state as 9 million lose voting rights. 9 million voters have been dropped from polls in West Bengal, raising concerns over exclusion and fairness. The Dutch village at risk of being demolished. Moerdijk has been earmarked for removal, make way for vast electricity substation.